Hello and welcome to another episode on Schwaadeheim. So we are starting the day by doing some odd jobs. First thing I need to do is to put some seed into the garden. So I'm gonna hook up a bucket. Yeah, excuse the interruption, my hay fever is acting up. So I might be muting the microphone from time to time. Okay, we still have some seed in the seed maker machine, so we're gonna go and get that, dump it in the garden because it is producing quite well. And as you can see in front of us, we also have 2 full pallets of honey already, and we have some pallets of strawberry, of tomato, and of lettuce, so that's all going to be sold today. But first let's restart the garden. This should keep it busy for a while. Let me just check the status. Okay, the garden, okay, it also needs water. So while we're at it, let's just add some water. Yeah, as you can see, the product is piling up nicely over here. That's gonna make a welcome change to our bank account. Well, I was talking in the previous episode about leasing more fields of sunflowers and then harvesting it for our mill. But as I was checking, for example, there is a field ready to be harvested, field 101. If we check it, it has a nice expected yield, but to lease it, so field 101 is land 61. We have to pay almost 10 grand just to lease it. I was always looking at this number, but actually it's this number, so yeah, it doesn't really make sense. At least I think it doesn't. So I will not take the gamble on this, because we would need to bring quite a lot of product out of the field to make it worthwhile, because the sunflower oil sells for what is I think around 6,500 pounds, and you need 2 liters of sunflowers to produce 1 liter of oil, which means that you can cut your yield in half and then multiply by sell price of the oil, and you get approximately what you'll be paid for that. And I don't think it's worth it. So let me check the garden again. Yeah, let's put another load of water in. I may just do field 101, just lease it for 10 grand and see how much we get off of it. And if that works out, there is another field which has such high expected yield. Okay, let's take 3 trailers, just to be sure we don't run out. So yeah, it's there is another field, field 99 is also expecting a high yield, and that is land 30. So if we go over here and try to lease land 30, Went past it. We placed 6,700 pounds. So yeah, that's around 16,000 pounds for both fields, and we would need at least 3,000 liters. But I think we could do that now. So yeah, we're gonna try with these two, and also we're gonna sell the products we have. So the lettuce, the strawberry and the tomatoes, and also the honey. After we are done with that, we are going to exchange our cows, sell the ones we have, and buy meat producing cows. So the carcass breed the Black Angus. I think I'm pronouncing it right. If not, please correct me. Okay, so now I'm going to go in the outside view. Because I need to unload the trailer to make space. For the pallets. Let me see how much solid fertilizer the garden needs. Okay, it's looking good for now, so I'm not going to put any in. Because the fertilizer is an expensive thing and I don't want to be wasting it. Can I take two? Okay. Alright. Good. The tractor is heavy enough to lift it. Okay, I will keep the fertilizer over here at the back of the shed. This way it's easily accessible if we need it for the garden or for filling up our cedars. The silage is also not done yet. I think it's around 80% finished fermenting. Okay. I have to be careful not to tip it over. Okay, so that puts the fork back together. So one pallet is only 500 liters of lettuce. And the tomatoes seems to be the same. there is a trick to line up both pallets, is just push a little bit and then load it. This way we have nicely squared away pallets for easy loading. And of course unloading. And I believe I'm going to unhook the car and put the trailer on this tractor so we are able to unload, because we are going to multiple different sell points. To get the highest price for each product. Or on the other hand, in real life you would be able to unload by hand, just box by box, so maybe I can do it with the car only. Can I drive through here? More no than yes. Yeah, I'm gonna unload by hand, because I would also do that in real life. So yeah, I used to work in vegetable deliveries for hotels and restaurants, and we did everything by hand, because they usually had up to 10 crates of each food type. So it was not as difficult to unload. So 400 liters of honey. The pallet, there is still filling of the honey. We're gonna leave it as is. Okay, let me turn the super strength on. I need to move this one. Pomodori. Italian for tomatoes. Okay, and one last pallet of honey and we're done. We're gonna go on a supply run to supply the local stores and restaurants with our homemade goods. And this crate is going in the back of the pickup truck. Just careful not to drop it, because the honey is in glass jars and dropping them would mean a great waste. Let me just fix it real quick. Let's put the sides on. the lights on, and we're good to go. Okay, let's check the prices so we can decide our selling route. No, it's gonna be over here. Yeah, lettuce. Lettuce has the best price in Queenie's kiosk. Tomatoes at Lidley, and strawberries also at Lidley, even though the Queen's kiosk is quite close. And another thing, the honey. Let me find the honey. It's gonna be somewhere over here. Honey, yeah. The honey has the best price at Lidley. Okay, so Queen's kiosk and Lidley. Let me see where these are. I think the kiosk is somewhere over here. Yeah. And Lidley is probably a store. Yeah, it's over here. How do we get there? Probably through here. So the first stop is over here, and then we go south to Lidley. Well, sounds like a plan. Now we just need to execute it. It's turning into a beautiful morning, and as I can see, there is a rain forecast. So let me see if I can park the car over here. I think it's off the road enough. And what we said we're gonna sell here. This one is at Ledley. Honey, okay. Lettuce. So lettuce is going here. Tomatoes are going to Lidley, and strawberries, yeah, still have the best price at Lidley. It sounds like a Lidl spoof name. Okay. So, good morning. A delivery of fresh lettuce. Homegrown. Alright, for 1,500 pounds. And everything else is going to Lidley. I think that is going to be emptied out automatically. So let's take a left over here. I have never been to that store before, but I think it's this way. And this looks like the store. So let's go in and search for the sell point. It's usually at the back. Is this Lidley? Probably. Okay, so there is another access over there. Yeah. Now let's see how much we get for everything we drove over here. So 4,700 approximately. Decent amount. A decent amount of income. So combined with the lettuce we sold at Queen's kiosk, we have around 6,000 pounds of income from our garden and bees, which again is a decent amount, and I think 6,500 covers the cost of what, four beehives. They were 1,500 each. Yeah, 4 beehives. Good. Which basically means that we have already paid off our beehive investment. We have not yet paid off our garden investment because we did put quite a lot of fertilizer in and quite a lot of seed. But that is going to be remedied in the next shipment delivery. Alright, let's lease land 30. And I think it's land 61. Yeah, this is 61. And let's go harvest them. Alright. I just hope we don't get caught in the rain, because the rain does lessen the yield you're getting from the field if you keep harvesting. Which is a realistic thing, because you can harvest in rain, but the grain or whatever you're harvesting keeps sticking together, which gives you less yield because you spout it back out at the rear. So the field 12 has germinated, and it also has quite a lot of weeds, which can be solved by the weeder attachment or implement. But I think we're gonna wait and we're gonna spray the fields with herbicide. We are nearing the field. It's just in the front on the left. So how should I go about it? I think I will turn around. So the header trailer is towards the road. Gotta be careful not to drive into the neighbor's field too much. And also gotta be careful not to go down the steep hill. Okay, this should be fine. So as usual, I will do 2 runs on the short side and 2 runs on the other side, on the short side, so the worker can turn around efficiently. Let me just cook everything up. And I think we're good to go. Because this field is yielding so much more than the other, we have to lower the speed of the combine for it to be able to process everything and drive itself around. As you can see, in the engine load is like almost 2 times the normal. So yeah, don't tell our insurance agent about this. And if they ask, was the combine used properly? Yeah, of course, within the specifications. Yeah, I really don't know if this is going to pay off, the leasing gamble, but I did lease the fields that have the most expected yield, because others were like 80% expected yield and stuff like that, and these were 125 and 118%, which was by far the highest. So yeah, if we paid 10,000 for this, we need to have at least 1,500 liters to pay off the leasing cost, and then everything else is a bonus on top of that, is our profit. But judging that we already have 500 liters, this is going to pay off. Not as much as if it was our own field, but it will pay off. Okay, now 2 times, so down and up on the field over here on this side, and then we'll engage the worker. And while he's doing his work, we're gonna bring the tractor with the trailer over here, and then we're gonna take a look at selling our cows, exchanging them for beef cows, the Black Angus. I can't remember how many tons per hour or tons per hectare we were getting from other fields, but I will check so I can compare. So 500 liters more and we'll be covering the cost. No, I was wrong. We need 3,000 liters. Yeah, I had trouble with math, because we need 2 liters of sunflowers to produce 1 liter of oil, and we need 1,500 liters of oil to break even of the leasing cost. Okay, 3,000 liters, so 2,000 more and we'll break even. And then everything on top of that is a profit. Yeah, so the gamble just became a bit more serious because of my math mistake. I can't calculate that good. Yeah. Just look at this path, this road that goes through all these colorful trees. I mean, come on. Such a beautiful map. These fiery red trees. All right. So let's park in the field to get off the road. And let's check our cattle situation. So we have 20 cows. Okay. What do I need to transport 20 cows? Animal transport, we can do 6 with this trailer, 12 with this one, 7, yeah, of course, get him in the crate. 6, 8, 7, 9, 6, and 4. All right, so if we have 6, that's 3 and some loads, 8. That's gonna be 3 loads. Okay, let me lease this trailer. You want to lease it? Yes, for 800. Coming back to the farm. Yeah, I did not show you how I hooked up the trailer at the store because, you know, it's not really important or something very exciting to see. So I will just show you how we load the cattle, and the first transport to the animal dealer and the first transport back, and the other 2 are going to be off screen. That is, it is repetitive. Yeah, so I could make a better entrance. Does this door open? Let me see if this door opens. It does. Okay. So let me align the trailer a little bit better. Okay. Let's see if I can open this. Okay, I can. So let's select, and I think 8, move to trailer. Yes, okay, back. All right, we have 8 cows in the trailer. Let's go sell them and see how we can trade in for the Angus. But first, where is the animal dealer? Okay, it's over here. I need to go north. I have to drive carefully. Don't want to hurt them. So let's enjoy the scenery. Alright, so the animal dealer should be over there, if I'm correct. Okay, let me check the map real quick. We are over at the dealers, yes. Okay, so where is the trigger? It's over there. Awesome. Okay, so sell 8. And let's get email calf. Yeah, let's go with this. Select 8, buy. So I think we made a small profit. And these bulls are going to be fattened up, grown up, and then sold and replaced with calves again. Almost caused a crash. It's a nice short trip from the dealer to our farm, which is good because we don't want to stress the animals too much. Of course, any traveling like this is stressful for the animal, but if we can stress them out as little as we can, it's a plus, you know. A happy animal is a healthy animal, and healthy animal is equals profit. Perfect. Okay, let's move to husbandry. Yes. And let's take another 8 out. Okay, they're already settling in. This is the final load of calves. We did manage to get quite a decent profit from selling our milk cows. And yeah, our bank account is looking really good. I think we have 13,000 pounds more than we had before we started selling the cattle. And the worker should be done with the field 101 anytime now, which means that we are going to move to another field. Okay, let's move to husbandry. Yeah, I did accidentally buy 8 female calves, but it doesn't matter, you know. They're gonna be raised up and sold. On the other hand, we can compare how much profit we get from a male bull and how much from a female, so from the cow. So okay, it ran out of space just before the end of the field, so yeah, that was that is some timing. Okay, let me just empty it, and I'm gonna go pick up the last few liters. Okay, so almost 5,000 liters. That means around 2,000 liters, 2,500 liters of oil, which translates to around, so if it's 6, it's around 15,000. That means 5,000 profit from this field. Okay, but it's nothing to write home about, but it's something. I can leave the auger out. Okay, so this and this little bit. And we're done. Let's turn everything off. So 9 liters. Yay. Okay. I think it's time to put the header on the trailer. I really should use a smaller tractor or some kind of tractor to move around the header, because we are having some difficulties maneuvering with this, the combine itself. So just a little bit forward and down. And I will harvest this field myself because it's in triangle shape, and the worker would probably be turning around most of the time. A little bit of harvesting, a lot of turning around. Okay, and away we go. Alright, so we are coming to the end of this field. We have a pretty nice filled grain tank, 75% at the moment, and we still have one pass, I think. And we have approximately 3,800 liters of sunflowers. So if I take a quick calculation, so 3,800, it's gonna be a bit more, but doesn't matter. It's a few liters up down. Divided by 2, it's 1,900 liters of oil. Multiplied by 6,500. 1000 liters, so 1 oil divided by 1000, so we get, okay, this calculator is not working right. Excuse me. Okay, so 1900 divided by 1000, that's 1.9 times 6500, we get 12,350 from this field. Since we paid, I think, 6,000 something for this field lease, we are making approximately 100% profit. Good. And I think it was a fair price, you know. I didn't rip off the farmer of anything, because we paid 10 times the daily leasing amount, so it's the same as we would be leasing it for 10 months. So I think it's fair, and yeah, we're gonna make some money off of it. And the guy that owns the field is probably gonna be happy with the amount of money he earned by leasing his land. Okay. Fill me up, Scotty. Alright, coming up to the oil mill. We're gonna dump this load in, and then we're gonna check the production, and we're gonna check on our animals to see how they're doing. And this will be it for today. So yeah, I think the gamble with leasing of the fields did pay off, or is going to pay off. We're just gonna have to wait till this is all processed into oil, and later on sold at the best price possible. So 8,700 liters into our oil mill. We're gonna have quite a decent amount of sunflowers in, so 15,000. And the canola is slowly running out. But I think this is going to be good. And let's check on our calves. Yeah, we do need to feed them. Don't worry about the health. This is going to go up in time, because they have everything they need. They have food. And yeah, the water is given to them automatically. So yeah, this is it. Thank you for watching, and see you again next time. Oh yeah, and we did do it before the rain. Good. Yeah, thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.